Hey guys, Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer. We talk about music, books, and movies. And today we're doing part 18 in the Album of the Day series. So, as you know, if you've seen any of the previous parts, this is the challenge where me and 6 of my imaginary friends who happen to be dragons do the Pokemon genre challenge from Rate Your Music, where we generate a random Pokemon and a random number and pick an album based on those two things. Link to the genre table with all the Pokemon types and genres linked in the description. And today's Pokemon is Phanpy, which is a ground type. Today's genre is African music. And today's album, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, so I'll just flash it up on the screen. Before I bring in my imaginary friends to give their thoughts, though, I'm going to briefly give my thoughts on this album. This is one of the weirdest albums I've ever heard. Basically, it's a mix of the Ethiopian genre of Tizita and also experimental rock. Now, I have no familiarity with Tizita outside of this album, which I'm pretty sure isn't a typical example of the genre, so I can't really speak on the genre as a whole. I will say I enjoyed this a fair bit, though. It's unique, and the instrumentation is quite technical, though not in a noodly way like progressive rock tends to be. Instead, it's dark, slow, and kind of raw. It creates a creepy, suspenseful atmosphere. Also, the vocals are great. I can't tell what they're saying because they're in a language I don't speak, but they sound awesome. With that out of the way, let's get started with the voice acting, shall we? Hey, I'm Bolt Thunderstone, and this is Blaze Flarington, Houdini Presto, Skyler Wing, Forrest Woods, and Draven Onyx. This is the 18th video in the Album of the Day series, and today's genre is African music. So, the only African genre I'm really familiar with is Afrobeat, which I like. Normally I'd pick something from that genre, but it's not really Halloween friendly, meaning it doesn't match October. So I had to do some digging, which led to me finding today's album, which I'm not gonna try to pronounce. Read the title if you want to know what it's called. Anyway, this is from the Ethiopian genre of Tizita, though it has experimental rock elements as well. It's not really Halloween-like, but it does have a dark, suspenseful atmosphere to it. That was the best I could do. It's not a bad album either. Sure, the songs are a little slow, and I wasn't a fan of the a cappella piece that was track 7. It was a little boring. Other than that, it isn't something I'd listen to all the time, but it had too many slow moments, but I do respect it. Also, tracks 2 and 4 have a bit more energy and are legitimately great. 7 out of 10. I find it amazing how much you're underrating your own pick, Bolt. This album is amazing. The instrumentation is incredibly complex with a few great crescendos thrown in, and the vocals are downright beautiful. I can't understand what they're saying, but they fit the music nicely. I actually love the a cappella piece because of the great vocals. Plus, the whole album did a great job of creating a dark, suspenseful atmosphere. It's not quite a 10, but it is extremely close. 9 out of 10. As this group's resident regional music fan, I agree with Skyler. This is a great meeting of the East and the West, with great vocals and a solid, moody atmosphere. It's the kind of thing I would be skeptical of if it wasn't made by actual Ethiopians. The instrumentation, while pretty dark, is actually rather captivating. The build-ups and crescendos are incredible. I think this is a good bridge for rock fans wanting to get into Tizita. If you're a rock fan and this video has made you curious, check this out. 9 out of 10. I'll also give it a 9 out of 10. It's a dark, twisted masterpiece with a beautiful, gloomy atmosphere and some raw production that creates an interesting effect when combined with the technical instrumentation. Honestly, I enjoyed every minute of this, and I was really not expecting to. The only African genre I've heard is Afrobeat, which I'm not much of a fan of. Maybe I'll check out more Tizita, because this was really good. I love how we were all like Bolt's pick better than Bolt himself does. Anyway, I'll also agree with you guys. This album was dark, slow, and suspenseful, yet it never feels like it drags. It keeps me constantly wondering what's coming next, and the crescendos are all great. Also, those vocals are beautiful. It makes me wish I spoke the Amharic language so I could understand what's being said. Whatever, it still sounds cool. 9 out of 10. Wow, I was not expecting this pick to get such warm reception. Anyway, Blaze, would you like to finish this off with a 10? How did you guess my score? Wait, really? Yes, really. This album is a masterpiece. Every single song is unique, and the vocals are sung with so much passion. I love these vocals so much I gave the acapella track a 10. As for the instrumentation, it's slow and suspenseful, with just enough great atmosphere to keep me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I also have never heard any African music aside from Afrobeat, but I may have to change that after hearing this. Like I said earlier, this album gets a 10 out of 10, and I can't believe Bold only gave it a 7. Please tell me you're not serious. I'm serious. Wow, I was not expecting this to go so well. Anyway, Skyler, would you like to add up our scores? Why, sure, Bolt. This album gets a combined score of 53 out of 60. Since this is the last video of the week, I'm gonna give a ranking to all 8 albums we've covered. In 6th place, we have a tie between our Rate Your Music Challenge Extra Aboyo de un Vaquero by Manuel Zeno Aboyador, and my pick, which is A New Soldier Follows the Path of a King by The Moon Lay Hidden Beneath a Cloud, each with 36 points. In 5th place, we have our other extra for the Spotify Genre Challenge, which was Evil Genius by Gucci Mane with 39 points. In 4th place, we have Forrest's pick, which was GeoGaddy by Boards of Canada with 45 points. In 3rd place, we have Houdini's pick, which was Dead Man's Bones by Dead Man's Bones with 46 points. In 2nd place, we have Blaze's pick, which is Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper with 49 points. And finally, in 1st place, we have a tie between Draven's pick, Voodooism by Sismix, and Bolt's pick, which I can't pronounce and I'm not gonna try, both with 53 points. Wait, what? Blaze, did you do that on purpose so I could maybe beat Draven? No, I'm not that good of a mathematician, I promise you. Well, thanks guys. I don't think my pick deserved it, but I'm not complaining. Anyway, this week gets 357 out of 480. Not as good as week 1, but better than week 2. Tomorrow, Draven and Bolt will be doing a coin toss to see who picks next week's first album. Whoever loses picks after that, and then Blaze picks, and then Houdini, then Forrest, and then me. I came in last this time. Oh well. I can't believe that. Can you, Draven? Nope. Anyway, let's throw it back to Morgan. And that's my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer, and I'm out.